everyone, in this video we'll see that how we can add a note and add that at the end of a singly circular linked list. Let's start. So for inserting any note, at first what we have to do, we have to allocate a memory. So as you can see in my screen, at first we'll allocate memory for the note that we want to insert. Then what we'll do, we'll traverse up to the last node. So I'll talk about that, what is ref next not equals to head. Then what we'll do, we'll set temp next equals to head. I'll also talk about this, what is temp next equals to head, and at last we'll set ref next equals to temp. So these are the three steps that we have to follow. So if you follow this step, then we can insert a note at the end of a singly circular list. So now we'll start with the dry run. So as you can see in my screen that one circular linked list is drawn over there. Now what we have to do, basically we have to add a node at the end of a singly circular linked list. So for that, what we have to do, at first we have to allocate a memory. So let's say that we have allocated a memory, that is temp 100. Now what we have to do, the first step is at this position what we have to put. So initially it's null, so for singly linked list it will be null, but for singly circular it will be the head. So what is the value of head? Value of head is FFF0. So we'll put FFF0 over here. If we put FFF0 over here, then this node will be pointing to the head node. So we have successfully linked our last node to our first node. But for the list, what is the last node? That is FFF4. So what do we have to put here? So in this case, a last node is also pointing to the first node, that is 70. So my mistake, just a minute. Yeah, so it's pointing to this node. Now let's say that the address of this temp is FFFX. So what do we have to put over here? We have to put FFFX over here. Then we can easily insert a note at the end of a circular linked list. So I think this portion is clear. Now we'll move to the code. So for inserting any node, at first what we have to do, we have to allocate the memory. So I have discussed about this many times. Then what is the second step? That is, at first what we have to create a node. So we'll call that create node function. Then we'll take the data from the user. In this case we have taken 80 and the next is null. Now if head equals to null, let me draw a circular linked list. Let's say 10, 20, 30. So the address of the first node is A, the address of the second node is B, the address of the third node is C. So here we have B, here we have C, and here we also have A, because our last node will be pointing to the first node. I think this portion is clear. If we don't have any node within our head pointer, so currently our head pointer contains A, right? So A is the first node. Let's say that we don't have any node within our head. This is the head. It means our head is null. Now what we'll do, we'll just assign head to temp. Let's say this is temp, this is X. We'll assign X into head. Then we'll assign head next equals to head. It means what is the head next now? The head next is null, because now head is pointing to temp. So what is the temp next? That is null. Now what we have to do, we have to put head next equals to head. So what is the value of head now? The value of head is X. We'll put X over here. Then you can see that we have successfully created the first node for the singly circular linked list. So this is how we can add a node when we don't have any value within a linked list. Now we'll see that how we can add any node at the end of a singly circular linked list. So at first we have to take a reference pointer, that is T. Then we'll traverse up to head. So let's say that what is the value of T? At first the value of T is A. Now T next is not equals to head. Now what is the value of A next? the value of A next is B. So B is not equals to A. What is the value of head? The value of head is A, right? So T next not equals to head. So this portion will be executed. Now we'll just move a T to T next. Now what will be the value of T? The value of T will be B. What is the T next? That is B. Now value of T will be B. So what is the B next? Now the B next is C. Now what is the value of T? That is B. So C is also not equals to A. Then what we'll do? We'll just move a T. Now what is the value of T? That is C. Now what C next? C next means A, right? Now C, now what is the value of T? That is C. C next means T next equals to A. So what C next contains? It contains A. Now the loop will be terminated because A equals to A. So in this portion a loop will be terminated because A equals to A. So this portion won't be executed. It means we have to terminate our loop. Now what we'll do? So we have created a temp, let's say that 100, and the address of temp is X. Now T next equals to temp. So now currently what is the value of T? The value of T is C. Now what is T next? The T next is A. Now what we'll put? We'll put X over here. So it means we'll put X over here. So the last node will be pointing to temp. Now what we'll do? We'll put temp next equals to head. So what is the value of head? The value of head is A. So we'll just put A over here. Now this temp will be pointing to the first node. So you can see that one circle has been created. So this is how we can add any node at the end of a circular linked list or singly circular linked list. Now let's talk about the time complexity of this program. It will be O of n. For this case it will be O of n because we are traversing the entire list. So how many nodes we have? We have n number of nodes, and you can see that in this case we are traversing n number of nodes. So the time complexity will be order of n. But we can further optimize this operation. So how we can do that? We can reduce it up to order of 1. But for that we have to take a last pointer. In the next video I'll talk about that. But in this video our time complexity will be order of n. As you can see in my screen that typedef struct node is written over there. Then we have the created node function. Now we have the insert function. So what this insert function does? At first, if our head equals to null, then it will insert the values at the head node, and if our head not equals to null, then it will insert the value at the end of the circular linked list or singly circular linked list. I'm not talking about a doubly circular linked list. In doubly circular linked list we have to move more pointers, but for singly circular linked list this will be the case. So this is the traverse function. We'll talk about the traverse function in the upcoming videos. So this is a main function. So you can see that at first we have called the insert function, then we are calling the traverse method, then we are calling the insert function 2 times, and at last we are traversing the list. So let me compile this code. 10. You can see that it's printing successfully inserted data, and we are traversing the list as well. So currently how many nodes we have? We have only one node. Now we'll insert 20, we'll insert 30. So you can see that we have successfully inserted 3 values and we are traversing the entire list. So this is how you can add any node at the end of a singly circular linked list. In the next video I'll talk about that how we can optimize this operation more. If you have any doubt, just write in the comment section. See you in the next video.